There we go. I think he's connected.
Hello, baby.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, what's up, baby?
The newest member of the European Parliament, my friend.
I'm a member of the European Parliament. I'm a member of the European
You are.
Parliament.
How's it going? How is it all? Has it all paid off? Are you enjoying your new position? Is it time
Actually,
consuming?
yes. I think it suits me more than a YouTuber.
In what way?
Because I think about the world and interesting topics, and I'm passionate to, I don't know, be helpful in the world.
Right.
And yeah, in this way. Because as a YouTuber, I don't think I had that much impact as I have now with the videos as well. And sometimes with the videos that I'm making, I feel I have more impact in the European Parliament.
Interesting.
Instead of the stuff that I'm doing here, actually. Which
So
is
are you
interesting.
looking to...
Anyway, guys, I'm excited. I love you.
We love Big Fid. We love the energy that he brings. So is this the beginning of a new career, do you think? A lifetime career?
This is the beginning of a new era. YouTubers taking over.
Yes, we need more YouTubers in EU Parliament. We need PewDiePie representing Sweden. We need KSI representing England.
Yes.
UK is out of the European Parliament.
Right, you're right.
Oof.
Good riddance.
I'm so knowledgeable, bro. Come on.
You're right. I'm late to the game on that one, my friend. So the reason that I wanted to talk to you is I saw your video about why you were voting the way you were regarding supporting the Ukrainians in the ongoing war.
Not because you love me. You wanted beef about the Ukraine and Russia.
I'm not beef. First of all,
war.
the first reason, my friend, is from love, a place of deep love and affection. This is Team Big Fit over here, my friend. Okay. Yeah. But I've got a road into a member of the European Parliament. So let's parlay that into a convo.
Wow.
Yes, let's do it. But also, guys, I invited you to come here, and you didn't came. So the invitation is still here. We'll have 5 years of my mandate, so I'm waiting.
All right. Well, it's a It's a big ask. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of
okay.
You know. But
let's jump into the topic. Russia and Ukraine, and why I voted for peace and not to keep supporting Russia with money and weapons.
Or Ukraine, you mean? I'm assuming you don't want to send weapons to Russia, right?
Ukraine, yeah, you are right.
That would be a flip. Well, so here, let's start with, if you don't mind, I'll start with the video you made. We'll watch that.
Let's do it.
I do appreciate that you're putting out videos like this explaining your votes. I don't know how many members do that, but I do think I like the transparency of it, you know. So I think that's good. But here it is. Let me show the people the video. Pulling this up here.
Parliament, and today we're going to vote if the EU countries should keep sending weapons and money to Ukraine. And I decided to vote against. The reason is not because I'm against the people of Ukraine, but I'm against the escalation of war and the use of violence. But for peace to happen, I believe not only the EU and countries like the United States should stop sending weapons to Ukraine, but also the countries supporting Russia should stop sending them weapons. We will never achieve peace through war. I believe to end this conflict, diplomacy and peace talk between Russia and Ukraine is the only way. Even though I already made up my mind, I really want to know what you think. So share your thoughts in the comments.
By the way, I love how you're like, yo, tell me what you think. Not that it fucking matters. That was dope.
No, it does matter actually, because I'm putting polls and also about the Ukraine and Russia. What the people want, that they voted me, and majority of the people that voted for me, especially in my country, they are voting that they want peace talks and not for the European Union to keep funding. So it matters to me a lot, and it matters to the people that they voted for me. And I think that's something important. But I voted against sending weapons before I did these polls, which is
I see. It's already been, I see what you're saying. So I guess my first question would be, as a Cypriot. How do you say it? Cypriot.
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 Sick. That's the coolest one, probably.
Yes, my country is so irrelevant that you don't even know how to.
Well, no, it's tricky. It's a tricky one. You know, American, English, Cypriot.
Did you know my country before you met me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
pretty good with European geography there.
Very good step. Okay, let's jump into the
So
real
my
talk,
first question
man.
is, as a Cypriot, do you support Turkey's annexation of northern Cyprus?
You use some difficult words that I'm not sure if I understand, but no, let's explain to the people that that are watching also. So in 1974, Turkey invaded Cyprus, and in similar way that the Russia did the Ukraine as well. But and it was a lot of, in my country situation, it was 10 years kind of internal fights, civil war inside Cyprus, but there is no way of justification another country coming and invading my country. And this is, I assume, what you are going to suggest. What's the difference between Russia and...
Yes, if you don't support that, it seems that you should have even more sensitivity to this notion of a neighboring country coming and just grabbing territory from you without provocation.
I'm against this as well in my country, and I'm against
but what does it mean to be against something?
And I'm against the invasion as well. So I'm not pro-invasion.
Right, but in a sense, the policies you're suggesting are to the benefit of Russia.
Okay, let's talk about, because nobody talks about this topic, especially about the Ukraine thing. It's also kind of a bi-communal problem, similar with Cyprus, because in Cyprus we have Turkish Cypriots and we have Greek Cypriots, and they were fighting kind of between. And also in Russia, in Ukraine, there are people that they are a lot more pro-Russian, closest to the Donbas regions, those regions that Putin invaded, and also closest to Kiev, they are more pro-Ukrainians, and so it's kind of, and also did a lot of, if we, let's say, make referendum to a country, to these Donbas regions, Mariupol and all these things, probably they will like that to be under Russia more than to be under Ukraine.
Yeah, but that's
so
not how it
like,
works. I'm sure there's like millions. It's not like if there was millions of Mexicans here in California and Texas and such, and they're like, "Hey, Mexico, come grab." It's like that's just not how it works. We have to respect sovereign
they are
borders.
a bit oppressed. You know that they're a bit oppressed. Actually, the Ukrainians that live closer to the Russian borders, because they are forced to have the language of Ukrainian, but so they speak. Everyone speaks Russian there, and they are forced. And it's kind of fun in the schools. They have Ukrainian books, and everyone speaks in Russian, and the teachers and all, and they are forced kind of to speak the. I fail
to understand how that justifies Russian aggression.
No, it doesn't justify, and I am against the war. But here, this is what the data that we have. So we need to start peace talks, because there are people dying. I'm like, this is okay. We're discussing. This is not funny. There are people dying every day, and I want less people to die. And I think this is for the good for the Ukrainian people to start immediately peace talks. So and that's why I'm voting.
First of all, on some of the things you said. I think there was
by the way, I never thought that we're going to have a debate.
I know. How about this, right? This is great.
Wow.
I think there were some pro-Russian sympathizers in Ukraine. I think it's exaggerated how many. But ever since the invasion, that has shifted. Well, hold on. Let me finish my point. That has shifted extraordinarily to pro-Ukrainian national identity. This whole notion that there's like a ton of Russian supporters in Ukraine, I think is not correct.
Okay, okay. I think you are wrong, and because now they don't have voice, there is war there. They're suppressed, so they can't. But let's take one of the previous elections. We are going to see Ukraine is divided to, if you see the voting stuff, the people that are closer to Russia, they are voting the people that are Russian speaker and they support Russia, and also the people that closer to Kiev, they are voting more pro-Ukrainian people. So you can see actually in the votings of the previous elections, a lot of the times, if you go back, that what I'm saying is actually true, and what you're saying that this, what I'm saying doesn't exist. We actually see it in a lot of, and we have a lot of evidence that there is a lot of Russian, pro-Russian Ukrainians closer. And if we make referendum, if we make referendum in this region, probably they will vote to be to Russia. But they feel Ukrainians.
That's irrelevant.
That's the.
I feel that whatever we're talking about now is irrelevant to the larger point of like, should we help Ukraine? Because ultimately, even if there's a bunch of people in Russia or who feel more Russian and wish they were part of Russia, that there's just no, it doesn't matter, right? Because they're in a sovereign nation with a border, and that's just not how it works, right? So that point doesn't interest me.
Can we go one step further behind and see how this war started? What I believe happened. The United States, which, by the way, I love the United States, but I don't like the foreign policy of the last couple of years of the United States because they're starting a lot of the wars, and is not in the war, and is not to the benefit of the United States, and is not to the benefit of the war. So in 2014, with all this Crimea and all this stuff, the United States tried to make this war, and I think United States is trying now with this war to make Russia a lot weaker. So United States is like the playing field, the Ukraine and the Ukrainian people, and United
hold
States.
On, I got to stop you. I got to stop you right there.
Yes, please.
Russia is the aggressor. They invaded Ukraine. You can't blame Ukraine or America or anyone for helping them. Russia's the aggressor. They started this war. They're every day deciding to continue the war. They are the aggressor, and if you want to, I think it's important to keep that at the top of your mind.
I agree with you, but let's see the bigger picture. Like if you are Russia, I hate also the Russian policy that they are invading. I don't like them.
But one's better than the other, right? I mean, one is certainly more evil.
It's coming, and the United States is coming to close to your borders, and it's trying to put military bases, trying to control you. I don't find so unreasonable that Russia is doing this as well. If we're talking,
so do you think that Russia? Hold on,
the United States is forced. Yes,
I gotta say. So if you're,
Ethan, I love you, by the way.
I love you too. I love you too. No, this is good. I love the spirit of debate. So if you're saying we have presence on their border, do you justify Russia invading Poland? I mean, would you say, hey, let's not help Poland, let's not help Finland, let's not help the Baltics?
Justify Russia invading Ukraine. I don't justify it.
So if
but I'm just saying that I'm just saying the fact, and the only solution is like here that we are is to start peace talks, not more funding.
How can you have peace talks with someone who's trying to kill you? They make the decision every day to remain the aggressor. But also the United States tried to put some but they're not aggressor. It's so totally different.
But if you're trying to put something, force your military bases next to that, it's like you are also. It's not fight between good and bad. It's fight between two evils. This is what I'm saying.
Okay, but by that logic, then we shouldn't help Poland if they get invaded. So if Russia, hold on, let me ask you this. So if Russia invades Poland, just straight up, they're like, we're going to take this. So if Poland asks for help from America and Europe, should we not offer it?
Poland, by the way, is in the European Union, and so NATO is forced kind of to help Poland. So we will help Poland as European Union and NATO and United States because of these reasons.
But there's still military bases, so your justification was that because there's a military presence on their border.
Okay, let's go one step back again and let's see. I am against both, or I'm against the invasion, but here that we are is the only good solution for the Ukrainian people to stop by and negotiate a peace agreement. It's good for them and it's good for everyone in the world because this also has potential for World War III and nuclear weapons, and nobody wants this. Like, this is dangerous stuff.
Yeah. However, I mean, listen,
And also
Russia.
the Ukrainian people are losing in the battlefield all the time.
That's
so
not
they
true.
are just that's
Did you ask
true.
the
So they are-
Ukrainians what they want?
But nobody, that's my question. Nobody is asking them. Is whatever
I
Zelensky.
think the
So
Ukrainians
is,
don't.
Is,
I'm pretty sure we
If
can say conclusively Ukrainians don't want to end
the
give
Ukrainians
their
doesn't
country
have
to
a
Russia.
voice now, especially the people that are closer to Russia. But anyways, for these reasons, I'm not the world expert on this stuff, but I research a lot of this stuff, and for these reasons, we voted for peace talks. And also, I said maybe guys. Truly, maybe I'm wrong, but we have this data, we're doing research, and this is what we have to vote, and we're voting about a lot of other things. So this is what the data that I'm presenting and I researched, and this is what the decision we took, and this is what we voted. And I think I still stand by what I voted.
So you say that you're afraid of escalation. Now, Russia has been grabbing territory, and we did nothing about it. For example, when it took Crimea, everybody stood by and said, don't do that again. Similar, by the way, to how the Nazis started grabbing territory, and everyone was quick to appease them to avoid war and escalation. But the truth is, we don't know for sure, but if Europe made a stand against that earlier, it may have prevented war. It may have lessened the severity of the war. So this assumption that trying to prevent Russian expansion is going to escalate, I think is ahistorical, because if they see that NATO and America is weak on this, what's going to stop them from going north and taking all these countries that, because Putin has expressed his interest.
What's going to stop United States? United States did 8 wars
from doing
the last
what?
couple of years. They are doing the same thing in Afghanistan. They are doing the same thing.
Wait. Stop America from what?
From expanding. So it's both of the two countries trying to expand and do
hold on. America doesn't, they're not trying to annex it.
We are living in an anarchist system of countries, and the stronger kind of wins. So because the United States is now the strongest country in the world, so they are doing whatever they want. And there is nobody
There's a big difference between annexing a country and territory and making an agreement with the country to have a base there. I mean, it's a mutual agreement by the two countries. You're saying that that's the same as Russia taking over land and invading a sovereign country?
I'm sorry, you said that in Afghanistan people wanted to, the United States.
I'm talking about in Ukraine.
Agreement.
Listen, that's a war that we can all agree was bad. I'm talking about Ukraine being invaded by Russia.
So now it's the same thing that what United States did in Afghanistan. Now Russia is doing. I'm against of both. But the only good solution.
No, it's not. America wasn't annexing Afghanistan. Afghanistan isn't the 51st state of America.
English?
What?
Teach me a bit English. What annexing means?
They're not the 51st state of America. We didn't take Afghanistan. It's not like American state now, like Russia wants to do to Ukraine.
But because now the troops are Heathrow, you did at Heathrow 5 years ago. So.
Say what?
And you have a lot of United States has a lot of military bases. 80 countries has a lot of military bases.
Most of those, but those are mutually beneficial bases that are obviously negotiated with the host country for security assurances, for aid, and all this kinds of stuff. So they're not like forcing their way in. A lot of these bases are to both parties' benefit.
Anyway, so
go ahead. You seem shocked by that.
No, I don't seem shocked by that. But I said what I believe. You said what you believe. It's up to the people that are watching to decide. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably I'm wrong. But this is what I believe. And I'm just saying what I believe with the stuff that I research and I know. So, and I'm the member of the European Parliament, and that's my responsibility to vote whenever we have topics to vote about Venezuela, about Ukraine, and all this stuff. So this is me, simple, trying to do my best to represent what I believe, and also what the people, which is very important, what the people of Europe want. And the people of Europe seem that they don't want to keep funding the war.
That's not the vote represented.
But
Didn't
the-
it lose like 200 to 1 or 300 to 100 or something?
So the people of my country that they voted for me, that's important as well to represent
Yeah.
the people that you voted for.
For sure, of
So
course.
I'm doing
Yeah.
what the people that voted for me as well. But there is a reasoning behind it as well. So yeah, that's pretty much, I think, about this debate. But you can ask me another interesting things about the European Parliament, about my life,
Well,
about my smile.
Well, I have more questions about it because it is important, right? Yeah. You said, for example, in this video that you can never achieve peace through war. But that's completely ahistorical, right? I mean, just look in Europe and recent history, Nazi Germany. There was really no option, right? War was inevitable. Japanese reunification, Chinese reunification, even Roman, wars resulted in hundreds of years of peace. So, do you believe that some wars need to be fought, especially defensive wars?
Ethan, you want so much beef. I love it. You're amazing. I want to give you a big hug.
This is important, though. This is a serious thing. I mean, you're talking about like how many millions of people in Ukraine who are like, being victimized by Russian tyranny.
Okay, I'm against the war, and I don't think peace will be achieved through war. Maybe my is like too much love and not a utopia word that doesn't exist. But I think this is what I believe. We cannot achieve peace through war.
So if we stop funding Ukraine, let's say we do what you want, and America and Europe stops giving aid to Ukraine. So what happens then?
Which hopefully what Trump wants to do if he gets elected. By the way, I don't like Trump. I don't like Kamala Harris. I think you guys can do better to have. But anyway,
what happens? What happens to Ukraine if we stop all funding and weapons and stuff like that?
Well, I think people will stop dying, and they will be forced to reach to an agreement.
The agreement. I mean, Russia would take over the entire country. There'd probably be massive civilian
not
deaths.
the entire country. To some regions that they might be happy actually that they're under Russian occupation.
So they want to be. I can tell you, Ukrainians do not want to be invaded and occupied. I can tell you that for sure.
They don't want to be invaded. They hate the war, but they are not. They are not going to be that.
So what happens? What happens to Ukraine? What happens to Ukraine if we stop funding them? Also, what if Margot Robbie was Ukrainian?
To diplomacy. They're going to force to diplomacy.
What's diplomacy? They're losing the war. It's defeat. You don't get. There's no diplomacy in defeat.
They will be forced to negotiate.
What negotiate? What? It's Russia winning the war.
No, they can negotiate stuff and peace talks.
Why should Russia negotiate with the loser?
To end the war.
Russia's there to take it all. They're going to kill massive civilians, and there's going to be tons of social unrest there because the Ukrainians fucking hate Russia. They're going to probably kill Zelensky, and it would be total chaos and pandemonium. It would just be a total humanitarian disaster. Why would Russia negotiate with Ukraine after they defeat them in war? I don't even know what that means.
Ethan, you are amazing to keep fighting about this topic. I love you for this. But I'm curious also to see what the comments are saying. They are saying that who won the debate? Can we make a poll to see who won the debate?
I don't think we. Listen, what if Margot Robbie was Ukrainian? What if she was in Ukraine right now? What would you do?
No, can you do it? Let's do it. It will be fun.
No, I mean, we didn't really have a full conversation about it.
But we did. We're talking for a long time.
But if
Come on, man, do it a favor for me.
No, I don't want to do it. It's not about that.
But it's not about that. Also, what the people think as well. Maybe not who won the debate, but what the people in the chat.
Okay, so let's do the poll like this. Let's do the poll like this.
Stop funding Ukraine or keep funding Ukraine?
Yes. Should we let Ukraine fall to Russian tyranny? Yes or no? But that's accurate.
It's not like that.
But that's accurate.
No, that's. But this is. But I told you, a lot of the people on the sites that they are occupied now, they don't hate Russians.
I feel like that's hearsay.
Can we do this simple? Should we keep funding the war? Yes or no?
Should we let Ukraine fall to Russian tyranny? That's
Wait.
so accurate, though.
Which version am I doing?
That one. That's the one. He wants
you
the
sure?
ball. This is my
No.
show.
Okay.
No.
It's my show, Fidias.
Margot Robbie.
Fuck you.
Should we let Ukraine
You know. And do you think Putin is a dictator?
But I think also Biden is a dictator.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
That's silly.
Well,
hold on.
Well, all these wars that they are doing.
Well, I can just tell you that he was elected democratically. I mean, that pretty much puts.
Also, Putin was elected
Are
democratically.
you speaking for real right now?
my
You think
God.
those elections are serious?
I don't believe that they are like what they presented, 80% that Putin won, but I actually believe that 60% of the Russians like Putin and they will vote for him. Maybe they are a bit.
So you believe that
Yes, don't let them fall. Okay, I will vote for don't let them.
Oh, you voted for me. You support my position.
Wow.
Vid, I think you voted for my position.
Margot Robbie.
Yes, but
No,
also
literally,
we have
okay.
we have 22%, which is to let them. But this is framed wrongly. But you see, but even with framing wrongly, it's like
23%.
23%.
That's a big loss. That's a significant loss.
Okay, you are the winner. You are
I
the
don't care
champion.
about winning. Let's help. Let's stand up for the. But to say that America.
But I actually believe that
You think
I'm
Biden's a
standing up for the
dictator?
Ukraine people. Well, what they are doing to Russia and to Ukraine and all the stuff that they are trying. I think a lot of wars that they started in the last couple of years. So I don't think it's very democratic to start. But because we are living in an anarchic war, is the most powerful one in the country can do whatever they want. They don't have consequences. But by the way, I'm against. By the way, people against the United States foreign policy and also Russian foreign policy.
So you say.
But I think here China wins the foreign policy championship because they are against wars. They are becoming stronger. They are just trading with other
China's selling weapons
countries.
to Russia? Am I wrong?
Yes, I think that they are, but I don't think officially. But I think they are giving weapons to, and also probably North Korea is giving weapons to Russia for the war, and probably Iran, which I'm not also against.
So here's the thing: if you are in the parliament, so you can say, let's stop giving them weapons, but like you want to do that before.
By the way, I don't have any power here in the parliament. I'm one of the 720 MEPs. I'm just making noise a lot in the social media. But actually, my vote doesn't matter because whatever the parties decide themselves, this is what they are doing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how all of us feel in California. Our votes don't matter anyway.
Yeah.
How you doing? How are you feeling otherwise? Did you get a significant other? Did I see you got a girlfriend?
Yes. I'm in love, guys. It's amazing. Life is so beautiful when you are in
Margot Robbie.
Do you think your position in the parliament helped you seal the deal? That's pretty swaggy.
Yes, I think so. It played some role because, to be honest, guys, because here is so many nerds in the parliament and so much boring stuff. I wanted as well to. I'm ready to have a family, to have children.
Ooh, does she know that? Are you guys getting serious?
Yes, it's very serious, and I found the perfect girl for me.
How much does she look like? Does she look like Margot Robbie?
She looks similar to Margot.
Wow! Can I see a picture? Yeah, is she Russian? The people are wondering.
Yeah, you can go to my last Instagram photo, last two Instagram photos, and scroll to the pictures.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Hell yeah! Let's give a shout out to your girl. What does she do? Who is she?
She's a Cyprus influencer, and
nice.
Yeah.
What kind of content does she make?
I don't know, girly stuff,
Girly
makeups
stuff,
and all
girly
these.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, here I got a picture.
And she doesn't even understand what politics. She's clueless about this stuff.
That's fair, you know.
Also, like me.
Let's take a look here. Wow, she's beautiful, Fidias. Look at you. Check it out. Let's scroll through. Oh, look at them. Bro, I gotta say, you're jacked. Why the fuck do you have 20 abs?
Oh, wait, let me show you. He's not seeing it.
Look at what, oh, this is photoshopped. How do you have like 10 abs? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, show it to the people. Now the people can see it. Yes.
What's with all the abs, bro?
Well, a Navy SEAL needs to have a good body.
You exercise.
Ab check right now.
Yeah,
Live
can we?
ab check.
Let's see a live ab check. I want to see it unprepared. Let's see what it looks like.
Guys, I'm in the parliament, but I don't care. Well, I only have one life. So.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not like all the others. That
Yeah.
you're different. That's why we love you. You know what? How many parliament members have abs like that? Let's be real. Damn.
Wow.
Wow. You know what, bro? You should need to start casting your vote shirtless. Fuck it.
Oh my God, guys, I will get roasted, but who cares? We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
It's all good. We had someone in the hospital group before, a doctor, so.
What's your routine? What are we doing to keep that body looking so good?
Well, exercise in the parliament, guys, there is so many benefits being in the European Parliament. So it's amazing. Like you can fly business class, you have private drivers, you get a lot of money for everything, you have big salary, you have staff. So it's like, it's pretty cool. Like, and everyone treats you here like you are their boss. So it's amazing.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. So let's continue to scroll through because this is very. Oh, and we're with horses. That's fantastic.
No, that's a cow, bro.
Oh, I mean a cow. That's my bad. I'm dyslexic. In my head, I said horse, or I mean cow. In my head, I said cow. So we're seeing cows. That's wonderful. We love cows. And here we are with
Some French boys.
and a croissant.
Random boys and a croissant, yes.
Wow, I'm so happy for you, Fidias. It's all coming together, huh?
Yes, I'm so lucky. What can I say?
Good thing you're not in Ukraine, though, man. I'll tell you, your life would be a lot different.
Yes, bro. I honestly, it's like, and also in Palestine and Israel, it's like, yeah, it's not cool. We have an amazing life, and other people are in the world, and
It's
they are
terrible, yeah.
doing, yeah. And you know the weird thing about this is like, we as politicians, we have all these amazing lives and like no problems and drivers and all this stuff, and we're choosing about the people that are actually fighting the wars. I think it's a bit unfair, to be honest. So yeah, yeah.
And that's why we say no help for them. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I am, but I'm not. So anyway, that's what it is. But it's always nice to talk to you. I mean, listen, you got to defend your positions, right? So it's good. It's good practice for you.
Yeah, I'm learning to debate in English.
You've got, yeah, right.
By the way, when I was when I was doing elections in my country, I was not saying anything, any position. I was saying, "Oh, vote for me, I will learn." It's like,
that's awesome. Well, there you go. You're living up to your promise to the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm learning. But also, like,
but I believe you have a good heart. I know your heart is in the right place. So I'm not accusing you of being a bad person or anything like that. I believe you believe in your heart. You're being genuine and making the right decision for Europe.
By the way, I want to say an interesting fact. Guys, like with the social media, you know how much power it gives you as a member of over the other politicians. Because what is politics? Is basically what you can give and what you can take from other people. So a lot of people now want for me to teach them about social media. They want to be in my videos, other members of the European Parliament.
Interesting.
So it's like something that you can give and they want to come and all this stuff. So you can make collaborations and agree for stuff and you give something and you take the other time. So it's very, surprisingly, coming with this background with the social media space, in the parliament, I'm in such unique position that I am the most famous person out probably of the other 720 MEPs, and it's very leverageable to do actual work here in the European Parliament, legislation, policy, and all this stuff. So it's like YouTubers coming in this space
knowing how to communicate, like you guys know and all this stuff, it's a very interesting tool. So yeah, and my goal is to explain to the whole Europe and to the whole what is happening here transparently and explain what is happening. And hopefully, in the future, I can help with some
There it
policy and some good legislation.
There it is. But most importantly, you've got a beautiful fiance. Let's just call it what it is. She's your fiance.
Yes.
When are
My
you proposing?
fiancée.
Because you said you're ready for a family. Is she ready for a family?
She is, I think, but I will probably. But please don't send it to her by the end of the year or something. I'll see.
Wow! Wow! That's
I'm
exciting.
so honest. I'm hurting myself, guys.
Is this going to be the first time she's hearing that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Right here, an H3 show exclusive. Nobody send that to her. You understand? Nobody. Well, if you want to call back in sometime with her, I'd love to meet her and see what's going on with the Cypriot elite.
Cypriot elite. I will ask her. She doesn't speak very well English, so she's a bit shy,
okay.
but not worse than me. So
Your English is great. Stop being so hard on yourself. Man. All right, listen. Thank you for calling. I always appreciate talking to you. You are our one of our favorites, Fid, and we love you.
Big Fid, ladies and gentlemen.
Big
You
Fid.
have to.
Big Fid. All right, there it is.
I love you all.
Get
Have an
into
amazing
politics.
day.
You'll find the girl of your dreams.
Yes, life is amazing. What can I say? But there is a lot of bad in the world, like you said. So what can we do?
Listen, as long as someone's
But we-
warming your bed, let them all die.
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
Fuck you, Ethan. I love you.
All right. Love you too, buddy.
Bye-bye, guys.
That's
I love
Big Fid, everybody, all the way from
Cyprus. Or Brussels. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where.
or Brussels. He might be in the dang. He might be Brussels.
I saw on his TikTok he has a diplomatic passport now, which is crazy to think about.
What does that mean?
It's like the most powerful
It's
passport
got like
in
the most
world.
powerful passport of
Yeah.
any.
He can travel
that you could
anywhere?
have, basically.
That's bad. That's
Literally, yeah.
Of course he needs that. You know he's gonna use that to fuck up, make crazy YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I traveled to Indonesia to try to steal bus fares.
Yeah.
It was very, very
What a
cool.
character, though, man.
Oh my god.